We love action-packed games, especially ones with great visuals, big bosses to take down, and just generally defeating enemies with style. Well, this is where Morbid Metal comes in, a new roguelite that we need to talk about, since honestly it's looking pretty cool. So if you do enjoy these kind of videos, definitely show support by clicking like down below and hit subscribe and the bell because we have plenty of content planned every single day so you don't want to miss out. In our group chat recently, we've been having a mini debate about what the best roguelite of the last couple years have been. With games like Dead Cells, Hades and more, we would like to know what you guys think is the best roguelite in the comments down below. So let's jump into it with what is Morbid Metal. It's a new and upcoming third-person, dark sci-fi action roguelite, with one of its core features being that the player can shapeshift between 4 unique characters in real time, each with their own unique active abilities and attacks. It's being developed by Felix Shade, a solo indie developer, and one of the taglines for the game is to rapidly switch between characters and combine abilities to slaughter enemies in stylish fashion. The game will feature some procedural generation within the levels, and we are set to fight crowds of enemies as well as large bosses across a multitude of different environments. But of course, as a roguelite, death means you will need to start from the beginning all the way over again. Here's what it says in the bio. Progress through stunning, semi-procedurally generated levels, fighting through hordes of enemies and powerful bosses in various environmental biomes, ranging from desolate wastelands of the far future to the overgrown ruins of mankind. Upgrade your characters and progressively grow stronger to annihilate your enemies, but beware, death is closer than you think, and if he gets you, you start all over again. From the trailers, it looks like the gameplay will be fast-paced with lots of action, and the attacks or abilities shown look visually awesome. I hope there is a lot of impact and visceral reaction to powerful attacks, as for me, this is what makes the difference between a mid and a great action hack-and-slash game. The 4 characters that you can switch between all have their own signature special skills, and the shapeshifting is meant to be rapid and fast, so you can really mix things up in the actual combat gameplay. Many of the enemies we can expect to fight within the game are deadly machines, including this giant mech boss battle that you can see from one of the trailers, which to me looks incredibly awesome. As you defeat these enemies and clear levels, you're going to get stronger and stronger with what is being described as impactful upgrades and unlocking new ways to battle. However, death means it's all gone and you have to start again, but there is still permanent unlocks and upgrades to your character that make you more powerful each time you do a new run through the procedurally generated levels. When it comes to the core features of the game, here are the things being listed. Action-packed combat, which from the trailers looks fairly accurate and is what first drew my attention. Real-time shapeshifting, one of the things I'm most excited for, but importantly I want to know how it feels to use during actual gameplay. Stylish combos, another thing that drew my eye was the flashy abilities and attacks, and if they have good impacts, that's what I love to see in any game. Next-gen graphics, diverse environments, and semi-procedurally generated levels. Of course, I love my good graphics, and having better graphics for me means better immersion, but I will say that only time will tell how good they actually are in-game once you're battling for yourself, and for the procedurally generated levels, I'm always a bit hesitant, as usually my experience with those kind of things is the use of repeated tile sets and areas that are only fun for a limited amount of time before you start to notice that you're in the same area once again. So time will tell when it comes to actually playing the game what that will feel like, and they go on to say there's run-based roguelike gameplay, unique and satisfying upgrades, but also permanent upgrades and character unlocks. And finally, rich lore and a compelling world of the distant future. We'll have to see on this one because I couldn't find any lore for myself, and when it comes to the story, this is something that intrigues me greatly, so time will tell. Remember though, this is being developed by a single person, so there is only so much that can be realistically done for the game with one person, and honestly from what I've seen and read so far, it's looking like it could be pretty cool. So if you enjoyed this roundup, definitely show support by clicking like down below and subscribe, because as soon as we hear more or can play it for ourselves, we'll keep you guys up to date. Put in the comments what you think of this game compared to other roguelites, as I would love to hear your opinion, and the 2 videos on screen now we think you would really enjoy if you found this video interesting. You don't have to, but if you did find this video good, you're probably going to find these ones good too. And of course, tell us what you think after watching in the comments down below.